We are studying about geographical locations of India and different neighboring countries. So, here in this section, which are the different types of countries surrounding India? So, let us look at the map of India. Let us start from the right side. We are having neighboring countries like Myanmar, Bangladesh, and Bhutan in the east, Nepal, Tibet, and China in the northeast direction, and in and Pakistan and Afghanistan in the west directions. So all these neighboring countries are connected to India via land routes or land boundaries. And these land boundaries are marked with black color in the map. We are having in the south Sri Lanka that is connected by a sea route or via waterways. So here we can see that it is connected by a black, that is it's an international boundary. Whereas in India, different states are marked with orange color. So orange color shows different types of states in a particular country. So it is a state boundary, whereas the black color represents international boundary. We are aware about different land areas that are connected to India. Now let us find out which are different water bodies that are surrounding India. If we start from the east side, we have Bay of Bengal. Then in the south, we are having Indian Ocean, and in west direction, the water body is Arabian Sea. There are there is one particular term that is required to learn here, and that is strait. Now, what is a strait? Strait, strait. Okay, so a narrow passage of water connecting two seas or two large areas of water. Here we have Sri Lanka. So Sri Lanka is connected to India via a strait. Okay, and the two seas which are connecting over here are the Bay of Bengal and the Indian Ocean. So here Sri Lanka is getting connected to India by via Palk Strait. The name of the strait is Palk Strait and the Gulf of Mannar. Also, we have two union territories that lies in the water bodies nearby India. On the east side, we are having Andaman Nicobar Island, that is also a union territory governed by the central government of India. Lakshadweep, just near to Kerala, on the southern southwest side. So Lakshadweep and Andaman Nicobar are landforms or islands that are developed in water bodies, namely the Bay of Bengal and the Arabian Sea. In south, we have one more country, that is Maldives, that is connected via water bodies. And because of three sides, India is connected by water bodies. Many different countries trade and business is developed via waterways, international waterways, and that helps India to develop good relationships with other foreign countries. Geological structure. What means geological structure? Geological structure is the formation of the upper crust of the land formed because of rocks, soil, sand is termed as geological structure. The present situation of India or the physiography of India what is today is based on the tectonic and the crustal movements that took place thousands of years ago. These tectonic movements were either constructive or destructive, but the present physiography of India is well developed, and it has made India a good place for availability of different types of natural resources and a moderate climate that makes India a favorable place and a comfortable place for people to stay. And that's why India is having a very dense population. Now we will be discussing on different parts of the land areas, that is the lithosphere, the asthenosphere, the magma, and other materials that are responsible for the movements of tectonic plates. We know that the earth has four different types of layers. We have four different types of layers on the earth. They are the lithosphere, the hydrosphere, the atmosphere, and the life sphere is biosphere. Now all these spheres regulate and affects the tectonic plate movements. Let us understand each of them separately. First, the lithosphere. So lithosphere is the sphere which is composed of different types of landforms, rocks, sand, soil, and forms the upper crust of the earth, is termed as lithosphere. Hydrosphere is the sphere that is enclosed by water bodies. It forms it is formed of different types of rivers, lakes, ponds, seas, and oceans. The third is atmosphere. The atmosphere is the sphere of gaseous, different types of gases. They are hydrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrogen, and many other gases that are there in the nature. One more sphere which we are going to study is asthenosphere. Now, asthenosphere is the sphere that lies beneath the lithosphere. It is composed of different forms of gases, liquid, semi solid, molten lava, minerals, etc. This asthenosphere is responsible for different types of tectonic plates movement. Let us understand about this in more detail. Now, let us understand about different types of tectonic plates that are there in the world. So, let us start from the eastern side. The first one is the Pacific plate that is connecting the right side, that is the Pacific plate, or it is also termed as the Philippine plate. Then the second plate is Indo Australian plate, that is just near the that includes both the Indian region as well as the Australian region. The third is the African plate. The fourth plate is the Eurasian plate. Besides that, we have an Arabian plate. Then, as we move towards left side, we have South American plate. At below on means at the below side, we have Antarctic plate, North American plate towards the left side, and Iceland hotspot towards the north direction. So overall, different tectonic plates are available throughout the earth. There are two main tectonic plate types. They are the convergent plate and the another is divergent plate. So let us understand about the convergent plate. So in this diagram, we can see that the earth crust is formed of ocean on one side and on the other side there is a land area. Now, second layer is the lithosphere and the third is the asthenosphere. So when two plates of lithosphere collide with each other, one of the lithosphere plate slides down the other lithosphere plate, then the two plates are termed as convergent plates. Now, because of the pressure exerted by the asthenosphere, the lava or the magma is pushed in the upside area, creating craters or vents on the upper side of the surface of the earth, creating a volcanic type of situation, creating a volcanic type of situation. So all this is because of the collision of two lithosphere, or we can say responsible factor for this scenario is convergent plate. Example of convergent plate and geographical region that is formed are the Great Himalayas. Thousands of years ago, Great Himalayan ranges are formed because of the collision of two lithosphere plates, resulting into the submersion of the sea into a landform, and that landform is created because of the volcanic eruption. And today we find the Great Himalayas are their example. Here are examples or different scenarios of convergent plate. Means oceanic first diagram says oceanic crust on one lithosphere plate and the another lithosphere plate is having its continental crust. The second scenario is one lithosphere means both lithosphere plates are based on water bodies. The third one is based on the lithosphere plates are placed on the continental crust. So these are three different scenarios, but the effect resulting effect is same, that a particular asthenosphere tries to pressurize the upper crust of the earth, resulting into volcano and formation of different mountains or hilly regions. The following figure shows that when two lithosphere plates move away from each other, then this movement results into is result because of the divergent plates, and this divergent is responsible for forming of different types of rift valleys and other plateaus area. Another scenario apart from convergent and divergent plate is that of transformation fault. Now, what means transformation? If, as per the figure, if earthquake takes place and equal and opposite force is exerted on both the different set of plates, then it results into transformation fault. As we can see in this figure, that earthquake took place, and as a result, the two set of layers are moving apart from each other. So each set of layers is one plate, but as equal force is applied by each plates, they are moving away from each other. Some geographical ancient history. India was a very vast country with ancient landmass known as Gondwana. This landmass was consisted of present South America, Africa, Australia, and Antarctica. But with passage of time, Indian Australian plate started drifted moving towards north, and because of that, present day we are having Himalayan mountain range that emerged out from Tethya Sea. So this is one example of convergence plates. Second, a large valley was formed to the south of Himalayan system, wherein alluvial sediments were deposited by rivers flowing from the north and south of it. The Ganga plain between Himalayas and the southern peninsula was formed. So the Ganga plain between Himalayas and the southern peninsula was formed. A huge volcanic eruption took place in the northwest of Peninsular Plateau, as a result of which western portion of the plateau was disintegrated and was submerged. This led to the formation of Arabian Sea. Due to this submergence, the Western Ghats became more distinct. So, as we have studied that because of different types of tectonic plates movement, Himalayan ranges, Arabian Sea, coastal areas, valleys, drift valleys, plains are formed. India is a vast country whereby different geographical, geological, landforms, coastal areas are available. Desert areas, sand, soil are all of variety. So, India is a land of diversity in terms of geological formation of land. Thus, India enjoys a very unique position as a Southeast Asian country, and because of its rich culture and heritage, it had become very popular and prosperous. Thus, India is a land of diversified physiography. So, from today's session, I hope you would understand different types of landforms, the existence of India today, different types of landforms that are available, importance of asthenosphere, convergent plates, tectonic movements, divergent plates, different type of neighboring countries of India, the international boundary, and various factors that affect the formation of physiography of current India. If you have any doubt related to any of the topic, you can call me on my mobile number during 5 to 6. Thank you and have a nice day.